Okay, we're going to jump right into the second video for the second half of the mindfulness activities. And the first one in this video is going to be 3 deep breaths. So you want to sit down and take 3 deep breaths and focus on that moment and just focus on relaxing. All right, the next one is temperature awareness. You want to notice the air on your skin. You can do this inside or outside, or you can move between the two if there's a big temperature difference. I know in the summer now, it's pretty hot outside, but mainly cooler inside. So if you want to go outside and feel the warmth on your skin and then move inside to feel the cool, that will help keep you mindful and in the moment. All right, and then the next one is gratitude noticing. So you want to identify one thing that's going well for you right now, and then think about that, focus on that. Maybe talk about it with a friend and give yourself some pats on the back because you're doing a great thing. All right, and then the next one is going to be mindful stretching. So you want to take a few deep breaths, stretch like you normally would. There are lots of nice beginner stretching videos on YouTube if you don't have a stretching routine. Sometimes just sitting on the floor and, spreading your legs out, moving forward, moving back, putting your legs together, moving forward and moving back is enough as well. But you just want to be mindful of what you're doing, go slow, and feel the sensations in your body while you do it. All right, and then the next one is an emotional check-in. Sit down, try to not get distracted, and just think, what am I feeling right now? And kind of work through some of those emotions. They could be good emotions, bad emotions, but checking in with yourself is really helpful, especially to keep you grounded and in the moment. All right, and then the next one is count your breaths. So you're going to count as you breathe in will be 1, breathe out is 2, in 3, out 4. So just count your breaths. You can do deep breathing activities at this point, or you can just count your normal breaths. It just helps keep you in the moment and gives you a nice pause. All right, and then this one is relax your jaw. Lots of people clench their jaw, and we need to make sure that we're releasing that hidden tension. All right, and then the next one is listen without interruption. So this one I like to do best outside. I like to sit down on my patio, close my eyes, feel the sun on my skin, and just focus on what I'm hearing around me. Sometimes it's neighbors, sometimes it's birds, sometimes it's just the wind blowing through the trees. But it's really nice to pick a spot and do this activity at least once a week, and then you can compare what sounds are different. All right, and then the next one is hand on your heart moment. So you just want to take a deep breath, pause, and place your hands on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Take a few deep breaths and just focus on your beating heart and your breathing. All right, and then watch your thoughts. So what you want to do is you want to observe your thoughts but not engage with them, especially if they're anxiety thoughts. You want to notice them and call them out, thank you for having this thought. I had this thought, but then you want to let it go and move on. All right, and then this next one is going to be mindful sipping. So get water, tea, coffee, soda, whatever you want to drink, but just take slow sips and focus on the taste, the temperature. This helps keep you grounded in the moment, and then it also gives you a little break from going. You get to sit and just sip whatever you're drinking. All right, and the next one is notice your posture. Are you, leaning down? Are you standing up? Are you straight? Are you slouching? And then as you adjust your posture, just take a few deep breaths. All right, and then this next one is the 1-minute reset. What you're going to do is you're going to set a timer on your phone for 60 seconds, and you are going to do nothing. You're just going to sit there, calm, collected. You're going to do nothing for 1 minute. A lot of times we do not schedule rest time, and 1 minute is not a lot of time to rest, but if you're not scheduling rest time, 1 minute is better than nothing. So sit down for 1 minute and just rest. Just sit Just be calm. You can focus on your thoughts, you can focus on sounds around you, whatever you want to do, but you just want to make sure that you're doing nothing else for that 1 minute. All right, and then the next one is focus on exhale. So you want to focus on how long you're breathing out. You can do this for deep breathing, but you can also just do it for your regular breaths. Just count as you're breathing out. All right, and then begin again is the last one. What you want to do with this one is when you are doing something like a task, like folding laundry. Maybe you're folding laundry and you go in the kitchen to put the towels away and you notice, oh, dishes need to be put away, so you start putting dishes away. But then you notice, oh, the counter needs to be wiped down, so let me wipe down the counter. What you want to do is you want to go back to the original task and just work on that task. This way, you're not multitasking too much, you're not getting distracted, and that one task will get done. Sometimes when we get distracted and move on to other tasks, the original task never gets done, and that can be frustrating. So we want to begin again and just go back to that original task. All right, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time.